Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Draft, where we take Magic one draft at a time. My name is Morgan, and this is an Oath of the Gatewatch draft. Waiting for a couple more people to join the queue, and when that happens, we'll get started. Ooh, Fall of the Titans. That card is a good red card. There's also Oblivion Strike, Zada's Commando, which is not as good as Oblivion Strike or Cyclone Sire, but is worth noting, as it is the only other good red card in the pack. But Fall of the Titans, Surge, X, and a red. It is an instant. It deals X damage to each of up to 2 target creatures and/or players. Card's pretty good. If anything, it just, kills some stuff. So we're pretty happy taking it. Here, Reckless Bushwhacker is pretty sweet. There's also Seer's Lantern, Warping Whale. Saddleback Lagak might actually just be the best card in the pack. Reckless Bushwhacker keeps us on color. Goblin Freerunner may be better than Reckless Bushwhacker here. I could just take the Saddleback, though. Yeah. I do like me some Saddleback Lagax. Here we have a Slip Through Space and a Thought Harvester, which are both reasonable, great blue cards. There's another Goblin Freerunner, which I'm probably going to take here. This time over Loam Larva and Brute Strength. There's a Wastes in the pack, which is worth noting. Not necessarily important, but, worth noting. I think taking Saddleback Lagak last pack was right. There's an Ondu War Cleric, which is a pretty reasonable pick. Just in general, there's a Lead by Example and an Expedite, which are the only red and green cards in the pack. Mind Melter is very good. Seer's Lantern is a good way to ramp into Fall of the Titans. I think I just take the Ondu War Cleric, though, as there wasn't really anything exciting in my colors. Here, I'm pretty happy with the Reality Hemorrhage. There's also Brute Strength and another Wastes. Well, Reflector Mage is a good card. It's probably the best card in the pack. There's a Mauve Kozilek as well, but I have no self-control, so. There's a Jwar Isle Avenger, which is fine. There's also a Slaughter Drone, which is pretty good. I think I just take the Avenger here. I'm not really interested in Loam Larva and Searing Lights. Very situational. Just incredibly, terribly situational. Here, I'm pretty happy just taking another Cultivator Drone. We have Mana Fixing for Reflector Mage, which is sweet. There's also a Slaughter Drone and a Wastes, but I think I just take the Fixing here. We wield a Goblin Freerunner, which is hopefully a good sign. We're going to take the Warden of Geometries, although I have no plans to play it. I could take Sweep Away here, but I think Lead by Example is just better. Tears of Valakut is a good plummet effect. Not really interested in a Corpse Turn, but I'll take it. So it's kind of right now between Saddleback Lagak and these guys. I'm not really holding out for playing white. But Ondu War Cleric I think was the right pick in that pack. And we'll take a swamp. So, got some pretty good red cards here. There's hope for me yet. Got a Goblin Dark Dwellers. Passing a Boulder Salvo, which is kind of unfortunate. But we have some good options on the wheel. Expedite, Holdout Settlement, potentially. There's a Blinding Drone in this pack, along with a Press into Service, which I'm a huge fan of, if you've seen me draft at all. I wonder whether Blinding Drone's a pick here. I don't think so, especially since I'm still not committed to playing blue versus green. So we've got a solid black card, a sweet colorless card, a fine green card. Not really a lot going on, so I think I'm just going to take the Deceiver Reform here. Makes me kind of lean towards blue, but actually Deceiver Reform seems pretty sweet with Saddleback Lagak and Lead by Example, because you just put If your creatures become base power toughness XX and you have counters on them, those counters will increase their power toughness accordingly. Alright, so Relentless Hunter's good. I think I just take the Stalking Drone though. Stalking Drone is a 2-drop and seems pretty sweet in this deck. Also, the Relentless Hunter being gold means there's a chance that we wheel it. Goal, pick up some more 2s. Immobilizer Eldrazi is a sweet 2-drop. There's also a Corrupted Crossroad, which is a nice source of colorless mana, but Immobilizer Eldrazi being a 2-drop and also having a super relevant ability. Each creature with toughness greater than its power can't block this turn is pretty awesome. We're pretty easily going to pick up a Reality Hemorrhage here. There's a Crumbling Vestige, which is a colorless land, and a Lead by Example, but I'm going to take that. I like Holdout Settlement. It's another colorless land. Embodiment of Insight and Baloth Null are both very good, though. I think I'm going to go for power here instead of consistency. I'm a fan of picking up a Netcaster Spider. Gives us a 3. Kind of like taking Pulse of Marasa here for Goblin Dark Dwellers or Embodiment of Insight over Kazul's Toll Collector, but I really should be taking the creature. Holdout Settlement's a good pickup. Expedite's good with Fall of the Titans, but Holdout Settlement's better with things like Stalking Drone and Immobilizer Eldrazi, along with Deceiver Form, so we're going to go ahead and take that one instead. I'm going to take a Rune in their wake on the off chance that we wheel one of those wastes. I doubt it. And if we don't, I'm definitely not playing it. Alright, no waste so far, but we did wheel the Relentless Hunter, which is a great card in this deck. You can pay 1 a red and a green to give it +1/+1 until end of turn. And Trample, which is great. Not wheel wastes. So far, so good. We've got 11 creatures. Most of them are pretty solid. Looking for 2-drops and more removal for sure. Well, it's not a 2-drop, but it is a pretty sweet bomb in this deck, I think. We're fine taking an Oran Reef Hydra. It's got Trample, it's got stats. It's pretty sweet to flip to Deceiver Forms. So, it checks all of the boxes, if you ask me. Well, Grip of Desolation and Wasteland Strangler are both very good. Unfortunately, I don't really have the mana fixing to make either of them work, so I'm not going to be able to take either of them. I'm just going to take a Valakut Invoker. There's also a Valakut Predator I could consider taking, but I think in this deck, Invoker is a little bit more powerful. Here, easily taking a Touch of the Void, passing a Blighted Step, and a Cosmic Sentinel. Blighted Step notable as being a colorless source. Here, pretty easily just taking the Oran Reef Invoker. It's another 2-drop. Go ahead and take another 2-drop here. McKindy Slide Runner is pretty sweet because it's good with Lead by Example. I'm kind of interested in this Nissa's Renewal, actually, over Vestige of Emrakul. I've got a lot of good top end, and Nissa's Renewal seems sweet with Embodiment of Insight, too. Also, the 7 life, not insignificant, that's for sure. I think I take Outnumber here. I'm fine taking a removal spell over a 4/4 for 5. Here, I'm going to take Valakut Predator, though, because a 4/4 for 3 is certainly very good. Outnumber is reasonable, but I'll take a Sure Strike. I'm going to cut the Kazul's Toll Collector here, and I'm going to take a Goblin Warpaint, although there's very little chance that I'll be playing it. I think Sure Strike is better than Vines of the Recluse in this deck. Deceiver Forms might be a little ambitious. We wheeled the Blighted Step, which is nice because it gives us another colorless source. Belligerent Whiptail is fine as a sideboard card, I think. I think for now, since I like keeping the Deceiver form around, I'm going to cut the Sure Strike altogether. Got a lot of good stuff to flashback with Goblin Dark Dwellers too, which is awesome. This deck looks sweet. It's got a lot of top end, that's for sure. Ooh, Earthen Arms? Earthen Arms might even be better than Lead by Example in this deck. Or why not both? Okay, Earthen Arms is probably not as playable as I want it to be. Although it is sweet with Niss's Renewal and, like, Embodiment of Insight, and just make a 6/6 trample-y dude. I like this deck. I like the deck as it is, so we're gonna add some basics. 9, 6, not quite. 8, 7. Sure, we'll add that. And we'll submit the deck. I'll see you guys in round 1.